New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
Welcome to New England Candlepins in our 2015 Fall Series. We're at Ryan's Family Amusement in Millis, Massachusetts. And I'm your host, Jay Horrigan. We're here with our first two bowlers for today's show. First of all, Jason Gauthier. Jason, first time on our show. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
And where are you from? You're from out west?
Yeah, Holyoke, Massachusetts.
All right. Pleasure to have you here. How long did it take you to get here?
Only about an hour, 20 minutes. Not that far.
All right. Pleasure having you. Have you been on TV shows before?
Yeah, I was on the old Candlepin Challenge show a few times, so.
Okay, and so you're from out west. Do you know Richie Myrick?
I do know Richie Myrick. Bowl with him all the time.
Well, we all have our crosses to bear.
Yes, we do.
Hopefully you'll be able to overcome that and bowl well today. And with us now is Shawn Taylor. Shawn, you've been on our show a couple of times. It's great to have you back.
That's great to be back, Jay. Thank you.
How have you been bowling recently?
Not bad. Just started the fall league out now, so just getting the arm back into form.
All right. Looking forward to bowling today?
Yes. This is my home house, so hopefully it'll work into my advantage.
That's what I thought. I thought this was where you normally bowl. That's great. Well, we're at a new facility here at Ryan, so we're excited for that. We've got a returning bowler and a new bowler, so we're looking forward to that matchup. And we'll be back with that match right after this.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome. Show New England Candlepins. Dave, Richie, Jay. Shawn, Jason. Gentlemen, bowl.
Very well done, Jay.
Nailed it.
How was that, Matt?
Absolutely
Much
wonderful.
smoother?
That's a
Thank
keeper,
you.
right? We're taking that.
Thank you.
That's good.
No, seriously, ball. Go. You guys can
going
go
with that.
bowling now. You're up? Yeah, go ahead.
Shawn, you're up first.
We're not kidding. This is a TV show. We're not kidding. Bowl.
All right.
All right, here.
Shawn Taylor will be up first.
Shawn, you need a ball. You need a ball. That's one thing I've learned through our many years of doing bowling. You need a ball.
Right.
Thank you. Richie taught me that.
Okay, Shawn from Milford, Massachusetts. Right down the road here from Millis. Averages 116. High single 163. High triple 434. Qualified as our 13th seed with a 341. And he actually bowls right here out of Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis.
Tough eight. Thought he was going to carry that.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
It moved. Looked like it was going to go down.
Shawn goes back a long way with both Dave and myself. He was a really solid bowler in the youth league.
Yes, indeed.
Which is unfortunately becoming ancient history for us, isn't it?
Sadly.
Oh, man.
Oh, nearly
good
converts
nine.
that for a 10, but good 9. Opens with 17 for 2, and here's our first look at Jason Gauthier Sr. No relation to Dan Gauthier, I believe.
First time to the show, is that right?
I
Yes, it
believe so.
is.
No kidding. Well, here's another Western Mass guy, Jason Gauthier. The manager at the Holyoke Turn Hall down in Holyoke. It's not a sanctioned place, but it's an awesome frickin' turn hall. I'll tell you what, this place is great. 6 lanes.
beautiful
all you
spare
can
out of
eat.
Jason.
It's a tough place. They've got a nice. They serve refreshments. Let's put it that way. They've got a nice menu on the grill, on the in the bar side. It's a good time, and Jason's done a lot of work for the Western Mass guys. And actually, he gave me my first break at the Worlds. He was the one that scouted me the first time when I was 18 years old, and gave me my first offer. So I'll always be grateful for that. He starts
Jason
off-
wasting no time with 2 marks in a row.
Jason did mention, Richie, in our pre-match interview that he did know you. He then did try to distance himself from that. But me and my investigative journalism mode went right after it.
And what did you find out, Jay?
He couldn't distance himself from it.
Shawn dropping 8. Looking to convert for the spare. Oh,
Ooh.
just off to the right.
There may have been someone injured on that.
And a 9 bucks.
Hate to say it early, but this is really crunch time for Shawn Taylor. Up against the 2 big marks, he's already chasing 3 pins with an extra box completed. Really needs a mark here to at least establish a pace.
Right.
Never mind keeping up. And a tough shot to do it with. He's got the 1, 6, 8, and 10.
Ooh,
Hit it well.
very well. Only carried the 1, 6. And just a 9 bucks. Pinning pretty well for Shawn. Unfortunately, Jason out to a very fast start. Let's see what he can do on 19. Jason knocks down 7. Leaves the 1-3-7. Jason qualified as our 4th seed with a 375 as Jason punches the head pin for his spare attempt. Says here that he averages 107.
Yeah, he averages 107, but he averages 107, like I mentioned, at the turn hall. It's a
Right.
little bit of a dungeon, if you don't mind me saying so, and I'm sure he won't. They just got new pins last year. Maybe it could have been the season before. So they're still breaking in nice, and we've had a couple of skin matches over there. And that place, I'll tell you what, you earn every single pin you get. So his high single and his high triple are a little bit more indicative of what he's capable of throwing with a 187 high single and a 464 high triple. So that 107 average, don't be fooled by that whatsoever.
Yeah, he throws a great ball.
Good luck to anybody bowling him in a handicap match.
Oh, yeah. All right, Jason with a little work here to clean up for his 10 bucks. Oh, just an 8. So after 4 frames, we have Shawn Taylor at
35.
35 to Jason Gauthier 52. Shawn drops the 4 horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7. Buddy
Nice
runs it
pickup.
down for a 10.
Shawn's still looking for his first mark.
Right. Needs to settle within himself. Here we go. There's another chance at it one.
Pretty good break there with the 1-2.
Yep. And he is
There it
able to
goes.
convert for his first mark.
Absolutely buried.
That was almost a must make there.
I was
You
gonna say
open
the same.
5, even though it's only a 2-mark match, it sets up the second half for you with a good feeling.
It's not a 3-string format. It's not a 5-string format. You have to do it now.
Yep. Jason off to the right. Leaves the 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. Oh, grabs the head, but only gets the 1, 8. So he leaves an odd check mark. The 2, 4, 5, 9. Just an $8.
Jason with 60 through 5 completed. Up 15, but after a good mark by Shawn Taylor on that 1-2 that he took advantage of, he's against that mark. And he's off the head pin again. Got a little extra love there, I think, Dave. He's got a piece of wood right behind that 5 pin, or to the side of the 5 pin. Makes the shot a little bit easier to carry.
Yeah, it helps carry that 5 pin, which is always a tough pin. Wow.
Whoa.
Just a 2 pin.
Man.
The 2 pin.
Oh,
How does that happen?
I don't know. It's one of those weird candlepin leads. But he's able to convert for a $9.
Big timeout.
That's a big out.
That was
Well
a
done
nice
by
shot
Jason.
there.
So Shawn working on his fill, looking to cut into the lead right now on lane 20.
Could use a big fill here.
Love a big fill. Caught a break off to the left, but he dropped 7. Very makeable spare, the 1, 3, 8. Oh, and he converts it.
Off the wall. Kicks the head pin right off the left side wall. Takes out the 8. Easy peasy. Well, at least he made it look that way.
Yes, he did.
Mark. Terrific mark.
Put the ball
Let's see
right
what
where it
the fill
needed to
is.
be.
So that gives Shawn his second mark.
Looking for another big fill. Just 5. That leaves the 4 horsemen left plus the 10 pin.
Oh, he's making everything else. Why not this one? Just left.
Gets 3 more.
Still a good pair of boxes right here for Taylor.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh, just an
Tough
8.
though.
So that'll tighten the match up for sure. But Jason has an opportunity here. Jason into the pocket, drops 7. Kind of an odd 7. He leaves the 7, 9, 10.
Yeah, this shot's getting weirder by the minute.
3 pieces of wood, 1 in front of each of those pins. So he's curious to see which way he'll go at this. Goes after the 7 pin, try to kick it off the wall, just unsuccessful. And he plays the cap in front of the 9 pin and is able to get a $9 out of it. Good hard working $9.
gives Jason 78 through 7. Nice ball there.
Yeah, good ball. Got the 10 pin to trip right there. Now he's got the 4-7 with the piece of wood, which is a little deep, so he can't go too high on it. If he avoids the cap, he should be okay. And that's a good cover by Gauthier.
Well done. So I believe this is a 3-pin match in favor of Jason, but Jason is on a spare. Shawn Taylor right into the pocket.
Set. Oh,
Drops 8, leaves the 3-7. There is wood out there. It should help cover the 7-pin.
It gets better all the time.
Yeah,
That
he just
piece
has to
just
hit the
came up
3-pin.
against the 3, and the second piece rolled up against the first one that was touching the 7.
I think if he touches the 3-pin, he'll make it.
It's gone.
Oh, he gets by.
Oh, she just hit the 3. Oh, my goodness. What an opportunity. That's a tough one to miss.
Yeah.
And he knows it. He knows that.
Yep.
And that's a good 10. But at this point, it's make or break time, and you gotta have
he
that
has
one.
to.
And
He pretty much has to
knows
have a
that.
mark here.
Let's see how he bounces. Another mark, though. Another mark could put him in a good position.
Another mark with a great fill. Only drops 5. Leaves the 4 horsemen left. And the 6-pin. Piece of wood near the 6-pin.
Yeah, make the 4 horsemen. He should be good.
Might help. But he's not able to convert. So he really has to pin well and hope Jason has a bad fill and a bad box.
Yeah, that's about all he can hope for at
Yep.
this point, unfortunately.
So 104 for Shawn Taylor. But Jason squarely in the driver's seat.
That's going to do just fine.
Yeah, I think indeed he's got 8 in his spare fill. Pretty sure that ties the match already. And
That'll
he just
do
made a
it.
spare, so that's going to seal the deal for sure. Well done by Jason Gauthier.
Hey, I'm just saying, Western Mass. I'm just saying,
Hey.
we don't have that many bowlers, all right? But the ones that we have are pretty decent, all right?
Yeah, so far I think we got...
I'm just throwing it out there.
yeah.
We don't have that many.
Dave, I'm
Jason
glad,
looking for the strike. Is he going to get it?
Dave, I'm glad it's just you and I on this fall series, working by ourselves.
Did I get fired? Did I just get fired
It would be,
mid-broadcast?
it
got
would be
voted
tough
off.
if Richie was with us.
All right. Jason building on his lead here.
Well, it's been a good run, guys. I appreciate you having me. And here's Jason Gauthier with another ball. Thanks for letting me have that one last call, boys.
Gets that 7 fill for a beautiful 131.
Fantastic.
And Jason will move on to face the winner of our next match, which will feature Nick Norcross versus Joseph Mokrzycki. I hope I said that right.
Mokrzycki.
Mokrzycki. All right.
Mokrzycki.
Oh,
I
man.
wrote that out just how he told me it sounded. He
Excellent.
told me to
20
write that
minutes
out.
on La Magdalene about 3 weeks ago. We can't do Mokrzycki right? Those are our Western Mass guys.
Oh, Western
Come on,
man.
Jay, roll the credits, will ya?
And we'll be back with our bowlers in just a moment.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
And we're back with Shawn and Jason. Great match, guys. Shawn, Jason was just a little too much in that match.
Yeah, couldn't pull it off, but I'll re-roll off and I'll come back next time.
There you go. We were just saying a couple of shots that you missed. I think a lot that 9th frame where you ended up with the 10 in the box, just unable to pick up the spare. And then Jason comes back working off a spare in the 8th and picks up a spare in the 9th and the 10th.
Yeah. When you're bowling a bowler like Jason, you got to hit all your shots, and I missed a couple of them, and he took advantage of it. So.
Absolutely. Well, great effort. Here's your prize money
Thank you.
for making the TV show. And as always, it's always a pleasure to have you here, and we'll look
Thank you,
forward to
Jay.
having you next time.
Appreciate it.
I'm juggling things here. Pretty good, huh? Okay, Matt, we'll talk to you later. Okay, Jason, great effort.
Thank you.
You should have heard Richie over there talking about Western Mass, just going on and on and on. It was unbelievable. But you did a great job. 5 marks. You started off with 2 spares. Great job.
Yeah, I felt good on lane 2. I had my spot. I was in the pocket. A lot of marks. I started missing a little bit. I let him back in the match. I was just lucky to make those last couple spares and hold on.
Absolutely, and you bowled really well. You seemed to, like you said, you missed a few shots, and then you came back with confidence at the end.
Yeah. Once I got into those first few boxes, I really felt a lot more comfortable towards the last 4. So next game will be real good.
Well, and you can try to shake off the Richie Myrick curse and move on.
I think I already did that.
Absolutely, I think you did as well. So congratulations on that. Great job here by both our bowlers. Jason moves on, and we'll be back with our next 2 bowlers after this. Welcome back. We're with our bowlers for our second match today. First of all, we're going to talk to Joe Mokrzycki before I forget how to say his name, Joe Mokrzycki. Joe Mokrzycki, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Okay, it's great to have you here, Joe Mokrzycki. Where are you from, Joe Mokrzycki?
Chicopee, Massachusetts.
Chicopee, another Western Mass.
There you go.
And I got to ask you about Richie Myrick. Do you know him?
I know him. So do a lot of other guys. Heck of a guy.
What? Pardon me?
Heck of a guy. That's all I'm going to say.
Then we're going to move on.
All
We're
right.
going to go back to one of our old faithful, Nick Norcross. It's good to have you back, Nick.
Good to be back.
How you been bowling recently?
Very good. Hope it keeps going today.
Yeah, been bowling well over the summer?
Yes, Summer League, I finished with a 127 average, and we came in second, so it was some good money. It was
Excellent, excellent. Well, it's good to have you back on the show. We haven't seen you for a while. It's good to have you here. It's good to have Joe here. Even though he was very complimentary about Richie, obviously, we're all entitled to mistakes here and there. So we're going to be back with our 2 bowlers. Maybe Richie will join us, maybe he won't. We know Dave Chestercove will. We'll be back right after this.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome back to the big show on the Big Franklin TV. New England Candlepins, we are back. Dave, Richie, Jay. Bowling, Nick. You're up. Go.
Here we go.
This is getting better by the broadcast, I'll tell you. Simple is better, I think. Nick, practice slide. See, we're nailing it.
Alrighty.
Here's Nick Norcross. He's a left-hander. And he left-hands that one into the 3-pin. He's got the 4 horsemen. Left side, the 1, 2, 4, 7.
Oh, and he converts it.
Buries it.
Beautiful, beautiful spare. Great way to start off for Nick Norcross from Bedford. I don't know where he's from. It doesn't put it. He just puts his address, but not his town. So I don't know where Nick is from. But he bowls out of Woburn Bowlodrome. Averages 127. Oh, and a strike from
Nick is from the
Norcross.
United States, Dave.
Yeah, he's from somewhere in the U.S.
I think he is.
This has a high single of 210 and a high triple of 456. So the 210. This guy can bowl. So up on lane 20 is Joe.
Joe Mokrzycki.
Mokrzycki. I'll screw that up more times than you shake a
Mokrzycki.
stick.
Don't worry about it. Joe Mokrzycki.
Things are not good if I'm correcting people on names, I'll tell you that.
They call him Jammer. How about that? Let's do that.
I like
Back
that.
home, they call him Jammer. Jammer's a good buddy of mine. I bowl with him in 2 different leagues. On Wednesdays over at Canal and on Fridays over at Agawam. I've known this guy for a long time, and he's a really good dude. He lists his home lanes as Canal Lanes in Southampton, and he's been there for quite some time. His average is a 108, his high single is a 166, his high triple is a 415. He qualified with a 375.
All right, and Joseph opens with the 9 box, unable to convert that opportunity for a spare. See what he can do here. Punches out the half Worcester right. And we call that, folks, the full Worcester.
All the way to Worcester. It's kind of a weird one here. If you don't find a hole, you might get a 5 box, you might get a 10.
Yeah, it's a very tough 10 box. He elected to try to just take his medicine and just get the 2 on the left for a 6.
Tough 5.
It's a tough 5. So Nick Norcross in the driver's seat earlier. Working on a strike. Good start, drop 7. Leaves the 3 horsemen right. 3, 6, 10. Well, looks like he lost his balance there, Richie.
Yeah, a little bit, and that's gonna cause you one way or the other. That's my miss. It's always left. If I lose my balance, you can guarantee I'm gonna yank it, and he knows that, and that's why the quick 10 box right there. He knows what the adjustment is to make, and I'm sure he'll make it quickly. That's my miss anyway. It's usually a left day. What about you?
I usually miss the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. You come a little bit more inside out than I do. Although in a perfect world, we don't miss. But guess what?
Yep.
We do. It's Candlepin bowling.
Indeed.
It's going to happen. Oh! And Nick unfortunately misses twice. He's going to have a tough cleanup here. Wood's going to help him out, though. That might come up and actually touch the head pin. Really, that makes all the difference. Turns what could be a 6 or a 7 box into what's almost guaranteed an 8.
And he gets all 10
fall?
of them. Beautiful
Great shot. So Norcross at 59 through 4 frames.
Very good start for Nick. So Joe looking to make up some ground on lane 19.
It's the 1-2 pocket. He's got the 3, 6, and 7. Looks like favorable wood as long as it doesn't go in front of the 7, but even then it should come back as long as he plows into the 3-pin here. Looks good. That's a nice shot.
Nice spare.
And right on time. He's going to need that to get back into this match. Good shot by Joe Mokrzycki.
Beautiful ball by Joe, right in the
Fantastic
pocket.
ball, too. Wow, you know, that was kind of a weird piece of wood, David.
Yeah,
it looked good, and then it looked bad, and now it looks good again, right?
Yeah, I agree. The play is simply the 5-pin. He has the 5-10.
Yeah. even if he cheats it on the right-hand side, it should carry the deep end.
Yeah, I really think he anywhere on the 5-pin should cheat enough to carry the wood. Oh, when he got by the 5-pin.
Yep.
I almost want to say he might have been trying to hit the right side of the 5-pin with the ball hit the wood, but
right.
I really think that the wood was deep enough where even if he was on the left side of the 5-pin, the 5-pin would have kicked the wood over there anyway, but I guess we won't know now.
Well, at any rate, it's still a good 2 when he
Still
keeps it
very good
within
2,
2
yep,
marks.
yep.
So
He made up some ground there, so good job.
it's a good quality 2 boxes. You take 30 if you were going to go up there and say, okay, I'll give you 30 for 2. Most of the time, you'd take it.
Absolutely.
In that situation, yeah, you take it. So he's chasing 17 against Nick Norcross, who is open here. Leaves the 2, 4, 6, 7. Although a piece of wood came back to touch the 6-pin, which is, it really can't hurt in this situation. It almost makes it that he can go outside with this type of ball.
And what a spare.
Threw that 2-pin right off the wall and see you later.
Well done by Nick. Nick back in the pocket, drops 7. Leaves the 2-4-7 piece of wood square in the middle of that 2-pin. Really is kind of tricky here. You can really go inside, outside.
That's exactly
and he
plow it right in. That's a good 2 boxes out of Nick Norcross.
And that fill put Nick at 76 through 5 frames. Joe Mokrzycki now in his 5th frame.
Joe with a great first ball, drops 7. Leaves the triangle right, the 6, 9, 10.
His friends call him Jammer. He got that nickname years ago because he likes to jam the pins, I guess. They gave him that nickname some time ago.
Oh!
6-pin jumped right up and over that 10. That's unfortunate. Joe Mokrzycki started out of Chicopee in 1967.
Converts that for a 10.
He's had some time around this game, and he's been a Western New England Candlepin Association bowling representative for the last 4 years. He's a certified bowling instructor. And a really good guy to bowl with.
Joe on the head pin again.
Another triangle, this time the other side.
Yep, the left side, the 4, 7, 8. See if he has better luck this time. Ooh, just by. Carries just the 8-pin. And a 9 box for Joe. So Nick Norcross squarely in the driver's seat, working on a spare here. He has 86 through 6 frames. So he might be looking to chase down the high string record for the show. Right into the pocket. Drops 9. Just a 9-pin. Plethora of wood out there.
Plethora.
That's right.
Excellent word. Excellent word.
3 syllables.
And
another
Nick
spare.
converts it. 3 marks in a row now for Nick.
That's a plethora of marks.
That is. He's got 5 of them through 7 frames. Nick, just 4 pins down. He leaves my, like I said, my favorite leave in an earlier show.
That's vicious. If that's really your favorite leave, that's vicious.
Yeah, I don't know why, but every time I look at it, I seem to make it.
You should stop leaving it.
I know. It actually works out well when I'm struggling if I see that leave, because it usually snaps me out of my bad habit real quick. But anyway, Nick gets a 9. It's a 118 after 8 frames. Very good bowling. So this is going to force Joe to pretty much mark out, I think. Joe is currently at 61 through 6. Joe off to the left, but he gets a big break. Leaves the 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, but there is a piece of wood between the 1 and the 3 pin. Should help carry all those pins to the right of the head pin. Has to be on the head pin. He does, and there it goes.
Yes, nice spare.
Well done by Joe. Had to have it. Makes it.
Well, you know what? It's not out of the realm of possibility. A strike here or a 9 drop in another goes a long way.
Yep.
At least ask a question to your opponent going
Yep.
into the last couple of boxes.
Joe dropping 6.
Yeah, just 6. But again, you know, if you make this, ask the question.
Use
Let them know you're there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a 1, 3, 7, 9. No wood. Well, there is a piece of wood where the 10 pin would be. It's not really a play.
Outside. Oh,
is that 3 going to fall into the wood and carry over there? No, it won't. Got everything but the 7 pin.
Tried to.
He did. And a good 10. So, Joe with 87. Nick Norcross with 118. Nick buries the pocket again, drops 7. The 4, 7, 9. 2 pieces of wood over by the 9 pin. I don't really think it's playable from this angle, but he might see something
at this
better.
point, you're just playing for the pins, I think.
He's going for the
make a
shot.
liar out of me, will you, Norcross?
I had a feeling you might try something over there. But,
well, on the same hand, I guess why not, you know?
Yeah, when
Maybe
you're
you'll
up.
learn a little something on the way into the next match.
yeah, that's exactly why there really isn't really a big risk by going over there at all. Nick nearly converts the diamond. We'll clean this up for a 10 bucks, I'm sure, for a 138 string. Very impressive opening by Nick
Solid
Norcross.
string from Norcross.
And that will...
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Mokrzycki's gonna need a
Technically,
strike
yep,
here.
he needs to strike out.
That will do.
And that will do it. So Joe just working on style points,
nice
and he
spare.
converts that for a spare.
Mokrzycki converts the Cagliari outside.
Well done by Joe. Joe full on the head pin, drops 5. Leaves the 2, 4, 7, 9, 10. 2 pieces of 1 on the plate.
I can tell you right now, I know he wants to make this.
Oh yeah, it's very makeable. Oh, well, they're still falling. And got everything but the 7-10. Just an $8. Joe was trying to play that 10. I knew it. But a good showing by both bowlers. But Nick Norcross will move on, 138 to Joe Mokrzycki, 110.
110, Dave.
110.
Time for a new thickness, I think.
Thickness?
Yeah, new thickness.
I'm not sure what that means. I don't think I want to.
You got to watch my cousin Vinny, a new thickness. Those of you watching at home, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either.
All right, moving on.
Maybe just. Well, never mind. So
Jay,
Nick
take it away.
Norcross is going to move on to face Jason Gauthier. And we'll be back after this. We're back here with our bowlers from our second match from today's show. First of all, Joe,
Yes, sir.
you ran up against the buzzsaw.
Oh, I'm telling you, Nick bowled really well. He deserves to win. For me, hey, you know, I had to take what I could get and, you know, walk away. But you guys have been very gracious. It's a great show, and I hope it continues on for a long, long time.
Well, thank you. So do we.
I hope
We have
so.
fun doing it. But you bowled well. You just a couple of times, you were just a little off the head pin, little
Yeah.
off your object pin.
Yeah, I was sliding a little too much there on the side. When I was practicing, I threw a double. Everything seemed normal, you know, and whatever. But you get out here, it's a little bit different in front of the lights and whatnot. But now that I got that experience, who knows what's going to happen. So I'll be back.
Well, that's great. We certainly hope to see you here again, and here you go for making the TV show.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, and we enjoyed having you here. Nick, great job.
Thank you. He was throwing the ball good, and you know, I hope it keeps carrying over into the next match because I know I got another tough opponent.
Yeah, you'll be taking on Jason Gauthier. I don't know if you've bowled against him in the past.
I have not. I bowled with his son when they used to have the Nesson show. We were
Right.
paired up, so this will be fun bowling the old man.
Well, that'll be good. Another Western Mass guy, so 2 Western Mass guys in a row. That'll be tough because they both know Richie Myrick.
I don't know. I think this is a Western Mass show now. It's not mixed. It's just all Western Mass guys.
It seems to be turning
They're
into
all
that.
good though. They're all good guys.
There you go. All right. Well, that'll do it for this show. We'll be back a little down the road with our next episode. So for Matt Ferrara, Pete Fasciano, Dave Chestercove, and the other guy, I'm Jay Horrigan. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time on New England Candlepins.
New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.